recorded.
Yeah, that looks
But
really
can I hear you? Like, not hear you, but like speak so I can see if I can hear you through my headphones.
Can you guys hear me?
No.
No.
No, like without the mic.
Oh,
yeah,
No.
yeah. We can hear you with that.
You can hear
I
yourself,
can't hear
right?
you.
No, with not.
I
through
can't
that.
hear you.
No,
I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Fuck this
I
place.
was waiting for him to get mad and be like, in the fucking ear thing. Okay, we're good. Are we gonna take the shot or are we gonna say hi? Let's take the
Let's
shot
take a
first.
shot.
Well,
You swig.
We need
swig.
more.
I'm swigging, I guess.
Cheers.
yep.
Salute.
It's a good thing I ate before.
We're all like this. Rich, we should have just made
Yeah,
it.
I wasn't offered a cup,
You
but
didn't
that's
say you wanted one.
but
She
that's
asked like
okay.
4 times.
That's
I sure
okay.
did.
That's,
She asked
that's
like,
okay.
did you say yes?
We don't care because he's the one that brought the cups.
But you didn't say
Oh,
yes
so you
if we wanted
knew.
one.
Listen,
But if he brought the cup,
can I just play victim?
Okay, we'll let you have your moment.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
On 3, guys, or Vince, since he's the only other one that's gonna say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Hi. Welcome everybody to another episode of Be Uplifted. Our
said
panel. You did say it.
Yep.
Look who's back. Hey. Pretty in blue. It's such a special occasion, guys, that someone always dressed in black is actually dressed in blue today.
Yeah.
Take a look at how handsome.
So this is how bad my color blindness is. I bought this because I thought it was black.
Yeah, and I was wearing a green shirt in the back or in the front back, whatever you want to call it, in the office. And he was like, "Is that blue?" Because I was like, "We're matching," and I was like, "No, not right now." He goes, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. I was like, so that probably bad to say, especially since I do photography. But yeah, I'm slightly colorblind.
Slightly or really?
I can see all colors, but I have a hard time seeing when there's like a combination of colors.
Like the different hues of the colors.
Like there's this test where like you'll have green dots and then there's something
numbers.
like pink,
A
like
number or something like that in there.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know
So
that.
like my coworker at the camera store had it up. And I was like, oh yeah, these don't belong. And he's all like, what are you talking about? I said, well, these have numbers. He's all, they all have numbers. I was like, oh shit. What do you mean?
Oh wow, that's crazy.
You're like, wait, there's a number in there somewhere.
Yeah, and then he takes them off. He screenshots it or whatever, and he takes it into Photoshop, and then he grays out one set of numbers or one set of colors, and then he's all, "Hey, look at this. What do you see?" I was like, "Oh, there's a 7." He's all, "Okay, here, look at this one," and it's the same picture, and I'm like, "There's nothing."
And that's how you
it's
found
just
out.
dots. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, today is extra special, you guys, because we have Jasmine back.
Yes.
Vince is wearing blue, and as you can see, our panel grew because we have back the one and only Wes.
Yay.
Yay! Also known as Strip Club Jesus, my favorite.
You are all blessed, my children.
So, who wants to actually, before we get started, shall we mention our sponsors?
Sure.
Go ahead, Vince. Take it away.
Yeah, so go to the links down below.
That is not good representation for our awesome sponsors. All right. So if you guys are looking for a meal prep company here in the San Diego area, you know, busy mom life, busy photographer life, busy editor life, etc., and you want some delicious meals, go ahead and hit up the links that we're going to be having below and use our code TheBabes10 to save some money on some meal prep here in San Diego. And it's Mikey's Meals with a Z.com. And also, we want to thank this awesome place that lets us record every recording. Big shout out to the Pixel Lounge SD.
Yeah, so if you're a content creator or you just want to press buttons, come by because we have DJ setups, podcast setups, photography setups. You can do like anything that's content related, social media, whatever.
Links down below.
Yeah. Or even if you don't want to share it, you want to just take like those hard angles to get of the booty hole. You can do that here.
Oh, so I can use that for my OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Why aren't you now?
Or some good feet pics. He's got you. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Exactly.
We'll be talking later.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay, so who wants to talk about
I'm out of town.
what are we talking about today, Jasmine?
Ghosting.
What are we talking about today, Jasmine?
Oh, we're talking about ghosting today.
Ghosting.
Shout out to Melissa for giving us the idea.
Yes.
And for ghosting me.
We decided on this topic because I am a professional at
Yeah.
ghosting.
And Jasmine ghosted us for a while to go twerk in
Yeah, she did.
Barbados or wherever she was.
So that's not what happened.
Oh, was it Bora Bora?
No, I was in the Bahamas. I was in
She's like
Cancun.
in the Bahamas or whatever.
And then I came home for a little bit. I've been in LA. I just been outside.
Yeah.
I love outside.
Those day parties are insane.
Day party. Oh, man. Shout out to the committee who did the Freak Neat just recently, where y'all saw all that ass shaking. That's
Yep.
what it
If you
was.
want to see ass shaking, just hit up Jasmine's story.
Yeah. Follow her on Instagram.
Follow her on Instagram. You'll always see a good ass or two in there.
Yeah.
Usually not hers. That is a special treat. If you get to
Yeah.
see hers.
Yeah.
That's a close friends type of thing.
Yep. For sure.
Oh, that's the green check mark.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay, so who on this panel has been or has done the ghosting? Raise your hand. Or say I if you're listening.
I've
I.
done
Aye.
both. I've been both.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't
Rich,
know if I have.
victim to
I can't
or
remember.
cause of?
I think both.
Vince.
He's definitely the one who's ghosting people.
Me?
Yeah.
Probably.
Not probably you are.
No, like I don't think. Well, it's not intentional. I don't think it would be.
I think ghosting is very intentional.
I
Mine
think I just get
100%
bored
intentional.
and
That's
then I
not
just
true
start.
because I've definitely ghosted on accident before too. I'm a professional ghoster and an accidental ghoster.
No, I just
wait,
feel like you were never
I
interested in
did.
it, so that's intentional.
I did ghost.
No, because I've ghosted you a couple times, but then I hit you up like, oh shit, I forgot to fucking
Oh, see,
text
I
you.
didn't consider that ghosting, though.
You consider that long waited message?
Yeah. I don't think.
consider that ghosting.
I think between friends, I don't think it's ghosting. I think it's like has to be
So are we
like
talking about
It's already
ghosting
understood at that point.
relationship dating ghosting?
dating or potential dates. You know, like somebody that's
Okay,
interested in you or
okay.
you're interested
so
in
just
them.
so we're clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you ghosted or been the ghoster in dating romantical situations?
So I have ghosted by accident to my high school sweetheart. So
Ooh,
keep in
that's
mind,
even
this is
worse.
back in the day. Like I graduated in the 1900s. All right, so
1900s.
this was a long time ago. We didn't like.
Did you do
I
it
had
on
a
Oregon
pager.
Trail?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
I
banker
actually
from
played that
Boston.
too.
Yeah. So this is what happened. I didn't have my license at the time. I took a car out. I drove. I didn't know anything about cars at the time. Blew the head gasket. I had to call my dad. And I got grounded. And the girl I was talking to.
Oh, the
my,
grounding.
my girl. Okay, so my
Wait, did he get
girlfriend.
grounded or did his ass whooped?
Oh, I got my ass whipped. But my girlfriend, you know, like I told her, I was like, hey, I can't do anything because we got caught. And she's all like, oh no, blah, blah. So I'm not allowed to talk on the phone. So I only got to see her at school. But then we're like so opposite from each other, you know, like she has her side of the campus, I had my side of the campus, where like whenever we had classes, we always like went around each other. We never, like, we weren't avoiding each other, we just never had any classes together. So I would only get to see her at lunch, and then after that, like, I had off campus lunch, so I had to go home, and I was in trouble. And she's like, oh well, he's not calling me. I was like, bitch, I can't call you, I'm grounded. I'm not allowed to be on the phone. It's gonna disrupt the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because back
So-
then you couldn't do both, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to.
Dial-up era.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Now I could be on my iPhone and be like having a small window playing at the same time.
Watching
But-
porn and on the phone. See?
Yeah, exactly.
Multitasking.
I do that all the time.
I don't know. I feel like if y'all really liked each other, like you said,
found a way.
or whatever, I'm definitely finding you in between classes. I don't care if I'm late, whatever. I'm gonna say hi to you.
So
Yeah,
Jasmine.
but I didn't care.
So,
Oh,
well, there you go. So
exactly.
that was partially it.
No,
So it
because
drives home
see,
your
here's
point.
Yes.
no. Here's the thing: is that I was being scolded, so I was just like, okay, well, let me just like not fuck up more, and so that I don't have to come home right after soccer practice, or I can, you know, like I can have my freedom back and then I'll get back with her.
So he goes with logicizing it to justify it in his head.
So you're saying the last time you ghosted somebody was in 1994?
Something like that, yeah. Well, I've only ghosted one person, I think. Everything else, like, I don't think that the reason that I had a hard time answering this is because I think
You did have.
haven't-
You just had a long explanation. It wasn't that hard.
no, because I had to think back, and I was like, oh shit, I've never done this, and I was like, oh shit, back in the 90s, I did this, but
so you've never ghosted anyone since then.
So here's the funny thing.
I feel like he has because he's going in circles with this question.
No, I don't think that I've ever ghosted anybody other than that, and I didn't do it on purpose. But the other part of the question, have I ever
been ghosted.
I don't know if I can be ghosted because I don't care. Like, if I see that somebody's not talking to me anymore, I have other shit to do. So I'll just be like, all right, cool.
On
Like
to the
there's
next.
yeah, there's this one meme where this girl was like, I'm mad at him, I'm not gonna talk to him all day, and then it cuts to a picture of him. He's all like, I've had such a peaceful day.
But you still technically got ghosted. It doesn't matter like if you cared or not after.
Oh,
It just-
okay, I'm sure I got ghosted a lot then. Fuck.
Okay, Jasmine, have you been ghosted or been the ghosty?
Oh yeah,
Both?
both.
Wes, ghosted or been the ghosty?
I've probably been ghosted once or twice, but it was one of those I probably didn't care enough to notice. But I've definitely done some ghosting.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
I met this girl at a party, like a Filipino party, and she friended me on Facebook. and
Okay.
she just kept messaging me.
Oh no.
Just
She
like-
came in too strong.
Well, I mean,
What was she messaging you about?
hey, do you want to go? You want to go hiking? Blah,
Oh,
blah,
so
blah.
she was actually trying to take you out.
Yeah, no, and
So
I was
she
like,
was
no,
shooting her shot, and you was just like,
no, I wasn't interested.
Why? Was she not cute enough? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Be
that was-
honest.
that was-
yeah,
that-
it was. Because you would have been like, if that was a hot chick from Pacers, you would have been like, I can make time for this.
It always
I'm gonna cancel
boils
some
down
plans.
to that.
Right? Exactly.
No, a lot of times too, it's like when it's like you go to a friend's party and it's like their friends, and it's just like an awkward kind of like relationship to begin with.
So do you think it's going to be awkward if you run into them again, though? Don't you think that's the worst
I run into them all the
situation?
time. I'll probably run into them on this weekend because I have to go to a party. But like we just kind of hang out like that. Like
So you didn't want to give her the courtesy of not ghosting her since you're going to run into her again?
No, I figure she'll just get the point.
no. Okay, so it was okay. So
I mean,
let's-
that's true.
You want to like do you want to go? You want to go hiking? And I'm like, no, I can't because I had. Actually, we were filming this podcast at one point. I think it was like supposedly last week.
Okay.
And I was like, no, because I have a podcast, and I said like at 3, but she wanted to go at 12, so it kind of just doesn't make
Right.
you know. And then we kind of talked, but after that, like she said something else that wasn't inconsequential, and I just like never replied back.
So what's the most peaceful solution to this so Ari can clip it and tag her? So she'll get the hint.
Let's just be friends and hang out and keep drinking, keep taking shots together. You're not allowed behind the DJ
but she
booth or
tried to
anything.
hang out
But
with you, and you said no.
He wants it only in group settings.
Rich is such a DJ now that he's like, oh, no, this
Get
is
the fuck out my
yeah.
booth, okay?
no, 'cause she fucking that's the one thing too. She went around and she had like her drink and shit. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. That's a bad taste in your mouth when you're DJing, for
and,
sure.
then sometimes she's like, oh, let's take a selfie, and I'm
See
like,
him pull the hand
like,
back. He was about to
Oh,
slap
so
that
she
bitch.
was really feeling you at this party.
Oh, he was going slap a hoe?
Yep.
It's because you're a DJ now.
Yeah, you got
All the
that,
hoes gonna be
you
on
got
you
that
now.
DJ on you.
I got that vibe.
Sniff that shit. Yeah, exactly.
Once you get that, they have like that meme where it says hoes or whatever. They say club promoters, DJs.
Yep, for
you
sure.
know,
But let me tell you though, sometimes it's like I ghost only because there's just nothing there. Like you meet somebody, even if she was hot, and then you're talking, and it's just like you're doing your conversation. Like I'll put things that are kind of like beyond like I'll talk about certain things that are like in the news or
Right.
or anything kind of like socially impactful, and they don't really have a reply, and I'm like, well, that's kind of it.
Okay, so
Then
that's
I'd
a
screen it.
question.
I
What do
would-
you guys think on this panel? I don't really consider that ghosting when it fizzles out naturally, right? Like when it's like, okay, well, we ain't really got shit to connect on or talk about, so it's like a mutual fizzle out. Like that's what that kind of sounds like, right? Like, is that ghosting? If it was kind of like a mutual, like we both didn't really feel, we're both not feeling it.
Well, you left somebody on red, so you ghosted them.
But they don't. I guess that goes along
Well,
with what
I
he's
mean,
saying. If they don't give a fuck,
She might feel she was ghosted, where he's just going, yeah, there was no connection. So I guess it's a matter of like
perception.
I think there's
perspective on that one.
levels to the ghosting.
That
To
too.
be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, what is the worst case of ghosting where it actually stung a little bit? Does anybody have a story about that?
for me personally, no, but maybe what I've done to somebody else, yeah.
How about you guys? Any personal stories of where it kind of stung a little bit?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
I was talking to this chick, and like, obviously working in nightclubs, you're kind of used to chicks talking to you all the fucking time, anyways. Like it, and you're a bouncer, so of course everyone wants to try to like be your friend to try to
get you in.
find a way to either get in or get something. And as I was talking to this chick, and then it was like 2 weeks. We're going back and forth. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm kind of feeling this chick, and she's like a 9. Duh, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And we ended up talking, and then I find out she ended up hooking up with a homeboy of mine.
Oh, dirty.
And I was like, and she's talking to me the whole time, not realizing that me and him are friends.
Oh.
And he's like, yo, dude, I just hooked up with this hot chick, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, cool, yeah. Maybe get her together and we'll go off and do something a couple nights later.
Nice.
And he was like, dude, I'm fucking down. Yeah, let's do this. I was like, all right, cool. And he's like, yo, check her out. Sends a picture.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I looked at my phone and I was like,
R. Kelly and Usher vibes.
Right.
That part.
I was like, damn, dude, I feel like I just got Derek Jetered.
Right? Damn, that sucks.
I was like, yeah, cancel those plans. He's like, why? Yeah. Yeah, that was the one I was talking to. He was like, oh, shit, my bad, dog.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not mad at you, though. Like, do your thing. But
and then
her,
she ghosted you.
delete.
Okay, but
Nice.
you're mad at her, but you said she didn't know you guys were friends.
Yeah, she didn't know me and that dude were friends. So, like, the dude
So
she
why
hooked
did you delete her?
Because that's
Because my homie already hit it. I'm
Yeah.
not about to smash with
I'm
my
just
homie.
saying.
What?
Like,
Homie-
I'm not
homie
understanding.
rules.
Why'd you delete her?
Because I don't
Why
want a
you
girl
mad at
going through her
her?
whole phase. That's why.
She might be going through a whole phase. Guess what? I'm going to go through my whole phase, but our whole phases don't have to match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That,
okay.
I don't know.
They
That's
can't
not what I heard.
intermingle. Oh, they be intermingling and shit.
Well, that, and I don't want to go over the
Yeah.
whole
Right? I know. What's that one? Something
the-
about smashing the homies?
Yeah, hold on. The song's
The
gonna
song.
come to my head.
That's what I'm trying to think
I
of
was
the song.
thinking about the
Smash
song.
homie. Like, what the
It ain't
No
fun if the homies
fun.
can't.
Yes,
Yes.
if the
If the
homies
homies
can
can
have
have.
exactly.
Yeah.
At that point, it shouldn't have been okay, I'm feeling this girl. I'm gonna talk to her on this level. Now it's just like, okay, homie smash. Now I'm gonna smash and leave her at that. Right?
Nah, because at that point I was like going, who else is smashed already?
Okay.
And I'm not about to catch nothing else. I'm like,
No, I'm good on that. If a girl, even if it's somebody that I don't know, if I'm talking to a girl and she's talking to somebody else, I don't want to talk to her no more.
Wait,
That-
what?
Yeah, if I'm talking to a girl that I want to date and she's talking to somebody else also, I don't want to talk to her no more
Why?
because I don't want to share somebody.
Did you say to her like, hey, I want to date you. I want us to be exclusive. I want this, that, and the other. So
What point is there to talk to a girl?
So
in
I
that
was supposed to
sense?
put all my eggs in one basket until you decide that you want to be with me.
Right.
Is what you're saying.
I see.
No,
This is that whole thing that we were talking about during. Remember, we talked about hoe phase, and we were like, to a woman, the talking phase is still like an open game. Like, there's no. It doesn't mean
Until
you're
you
fucking.
tell me,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean we're having sex with all these people. But until you tell me, like, I want you exclusively, all this other stuff.
I want me and you to just be the ones
Yeah.
getting to
I'm
know
going
each
to be
other.
talking to, because who knows if I'm missing somebody, because I'm sitting here, I've done that before.
And how do we know you're not talking to somebody
exactly.
too?
I've put all my eggs in one basket on one dude, and the whole time they're like, oh yeah, but I don't want a relationship. I just don't want you talking to anybody else.
Yeah, I've had that
What?
happen to me too.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
so-
think the whole phase thing was just the fact that it was called the whole phase, so it gave
Yeah,
a
we had to
different
teach them
connotation.
that whole phase doesn't necessarily mean fucking. Like it means girls doing, they're doing them. You know.
Well, I don't know about that because if I say hoe phase, I'm fucking. But if if
See what I
say
mean?
it,
so
if that's what if
Noted.
this is my hoe phase, that's what I'm saying. I say what I'm, what it means. But my talking phase, I'm just talking. I haven't done a hoe phase in a while.
Yeah, like Ari
No,
and
I
Lonnie
think what
were
we were
like,
saying was that when it's your hoe phase, yes, you can be fucking, but you're not literally fucking everybody. That's
no.
what I'm saying. Like they think like hoe phase means you're fucking every dude
But
you're
some
talking
girls
to.
are though.
Yes, that we did.
Some
we did
girls
discuss
are.
that.
So we
yeah.
can let's be real. Some girls really are.
Right, it's true.
No, I stand like, and these are just my principles, and I can be wrong if that's what you guys view it as, but my preference
Just a
is,
difference of opinion. No wrong
Yeah.
or right.
my preference is if I'm talking to somebody, it's with the intent to be in a relationship, and
That's
to
noble.
be honest with you, I don't want to be in a relationship unless I think that I'm gonna end up with that person. Now, whether I believe that we're gonna get married or not, because I don't believe in marriage, that that's to be found out down the road. But fact of the matter is, if I choose one girl that I want to even date or talk to, then I won't talk to anybody else, and I would expect the same respect from them.
That's with you communication.
Yeah, you'd have to communicate that though, right? Because like for example, if I met you, if we didn't know each other, right, and I met you tomorrow, and I was talking to Rich, say like for a week, and then I met you. And then I'm like, oh, I actually like Vince, right? Like you can't like knock me because I was actually still talking to him, and then I happened to come across you, and now I like you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, because I'm not an option.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
but-
they're not a mind reader either.
yeah, exactly, right?
But if I find like, honestly, like
if I
you
start
keep-
talking to you and I like you, then I stop talking to him, then that's not fair.
I mean that works out, but then like the morals in that, I if I found that out later, I'd be like, that's kind of fucked up. It's kind of like why can't a girl break up with a guy? You
No,
know?
but that's the thing. I'm not with him yet. Like I said, I had just met him. We've been talking for a week or so, and then I ran into you. Asked me for my phone number. We started talking. I'm like, oh, I really like this guy. I'm going to focus on him, and then I leave
So
him.
now Ari ghosts this guy.
Yeah,
to
and then
talk
I
to
start
you.
talking to you. But technically, I was talking to both of you for a few days. Like that's wrong.
No, I'm not good with that.
I mean, like, what are
not
the
cool
chances?
with that? No,
What
I'm
are
not
the
cool.
chances
Doesn't make
you'll
sense.
know though?
Wait, what?
What are the chances that you will know?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
that's the thing.
To be honest with you, I don't.
You
I
probably
I
don't.
probably wouldn't know.
Exactly.
However, if I had the choice between somebody that had the same morals as me and somebody that would consider talking to multiple people, then I wouldn't do that.
I don't think.
But honestly, I probably wouldn't find out. Like
No,
that-
you would because I kid you not. When you meet somebody, their first question is, "So, how many people are you talking to? Are you single right now? Or you got situationships? Like, what's going on?" That's their.
So if she told you like, oh, I'm dating around, she just be automatically X'd out. You wouldn't want to be like, well, can I take you out on a date and see if you're the one? Like
I'm
you just
good.
say no.
I'm good.
"Oh, that
That's rough.
wow."
I mean, to be honest, like I can understand your perspective on it, but then I honestly don't have those conversations. Maybe I'm just too trusting, where I just like, oh, you know what? I would like to get to know this person. Hopefully, she's not talking to somebody else.
So you grab a random, thinking that she's not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
You're lying to yourself
Why would I lie to myself?
because
Why is
you
that?
you said you're being trusting of someone that you don't know, hoping that she's not talking to somebody instead of asking or saying, hey, this is what I would like in a relationship if I start talking to you. But then
It's almost like she didn't even have the option. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it's just like an assumption. pretty
right.
much.
But at the same, okay. So let
Okay.
me ask you this: at what point does monogamy take place?
When you say we're monogamous,
I personally feel as though like if I met a girl, I'm automatically assuming she's talking to other guys, but I'm the best.
There
So
you go.
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really care. I mean, I'm not holding her back
and she shouldn't hold you back.
because
either.
I might not necessarily be the right one either.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
know until you
Right.
know.
Yeah, that's-
You're just the right one at the moment.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's
well, we can agree to disagree. You know, I think we all have. I think you're leaning a little bit more towards. I see what you're like. I think that's realistic.
Like I don't
no,
really.
I
don't
think
really,
I'm alone in this, but I'm okay with that too because
Yeah.
I don't mind being alone.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of with
No,
them on
that's
this
that's
one, so
completely fine.
You ain't got no backup dog.
No, that's
I'm like, wait, that's crazy.
that's completely fine, and maybe that's why I'm single. You know, but at the same time, like these are just my beliefs.
Look,
You know,
can I ask you a question? I know I don't want to deviate from this, but like I remember I was listening to this podcast and we talked about it, the Road Podcast,
okay, yeah,
and they were talking about how like a lot of DJs tend to be single and lonely
Yeah.
because it's a very lonely job.
Right.
you know how hard.
And you're always you're okay with being alone.
Right.
Yeah, you know how hard it is for me to have a girlfriend if I DJ and I do photography. Like photography,
It's called impossible.
yeah, exactly. Like
Just
everybody.
gotta find the right one.
No, I'm good.
They're gonna assume he's
Okay, well-
he's fucking on either end of that.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Photographer.
I
Oh my God, he's banging probably half the girls he's shooting. No,
No.
it's false, but they're gonna assume it anyways.
Yeah.
And
So, what is your solution for that? Because I'm actually running into that problem now, and I'm not a photographer or a DJ or none of that.
Solution for what?
Because you're a photographer, DJ, whatever, so people just automatically assume that you're a hoe, right? So, what's your solution for, like, if you are trying to find somebody, like, what's
Don't try to find somebody.
I'd just say you go find somebody and work on it yourself. I don't really care what other people fucking think about me. Like that's at
Yeah,
least
I definitely agree with Rich. Like he said that a few times on here. Like I definitely think there is no solution. It's like really you just have to find that person that clicks with your belief system, your way of living, things like that. There's no
you
blanket.
can't have people that don't matter dictate how you live your life.
Yeah.
You know, like at the end of the day, who are they to
Right.
make such a huge impression and make you change?
yeah?
You know, why who are they? Are they that special that they're actually, you know, I think we talked that with Lonnie, right? Like why who are they?
Right.
What makes them so special that they're bothering you about? They ain't paying your rent.
Yeah.
They ain't
Yeah,
doing shit.
This is true.
I've had to definitely have Rich's voice in my head sometimes. Like, yeah, who the fuck are you? God damn.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Keep it moving.
Okay, so he told us one of his crazy ghosting stories. Rich, do you have a crazy being ghosted or ghosty
Being ghosted?
story?
Yeah, I really like this girl, and we kind of went on like little outings together. And then it would just like I'd text, and it would just like take days to reply, or not days at all. And
Or like when she's supposed to come on the podcast today and she didn't.
no, Emmeline, look, and you can't talk about Emmeline like that because she might show up like in my dreams or something.
or she might just walk through the door all of a sudden.
She's using the voodoo doll.
You're floating. No, it's like you get interest and you're kind of like, oh, it's kind of getting there, and then it just fizzles, and it does kind of sting, but at the end of the day, you kind of like you move on.
Move on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Have you ever done a dirty ghosting?
a dirty ghost.
Like a that's fucked up, Rich. Why'd you do that to her? Why'd you do her dirty?
Just left her in the alley.
Ooh,
The motherfucking
I was
alley.
like, I have one, but go ahead.
I know I've never done it like that.
All right, Jasmine, go.
Was
The
it you
ghoster
ghosting
or the ghosting?
Oh no, I was the one who ghosted, but he deserved it. I'm sorry.
This has gotta be good.
I know.
We gotta hear this now.
When she says it.
She prefaced with "he deserved it." I was like,
He
"Ooh."
deserved it. Let me tell you, this is like, first of all, let me just say, this is like, this was my whole phase. Okay, number one, and I wasn't trying to settle down with nobody, and I had just gotten a divorce. And I was just like, I was with this dude for like 15 years, right? So I was just like, man, like, I got to be outside. I got to figure out what it is, you know? So anyways, I started talking to this guy, whatever. He's taking me out on little dates and stuff. And I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, this is nice. And then one day we end up at his, high rise.
Okay.
You know, I'm like, oh, okay, you got a little money. Okay, cool. Anyways, so we're there, whatever. We do what we do. And it was like, look. One thing about me is if it sucks, I'm ghosting you. 100% I am. I can't. I cannot. So let me tell you, it sucked like bad. And people are like, oh, you got to give it another chance because maybe, the first time. No, you get one time. So I ghosted him. And he's like blowing up my phone. He was like, oh, you know, I want to take you to Cancun. I want to do this. I want to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Still not responding. He's calling my phone. And I'm just like, you know what? He just would not stop. So finally I answered. And I was like, listen, the sex was bad. Like, I can't do
You
this.
gave it to him real.
Damn. At least you gave it to him real.
Yeah.
The
I was
question
like,
is,
I can't.
did she make him feel like a king while it was going on, and that's why he kept calling? Or did he already get the message that he was not?
No,
having a
he
good
should have got the
performance?
message because I got up and left.
Maybe
But you know what though? I've had a couple guys that I know actually that told me stories about that, and they actually went back and kept pursuing because they wanted to prove that they could do better.
Yes.
so that's what he was doing.
Probably that's
Yeah.
what he was doing. And I wasn't going to give you the chance to waste my time again. So I told him it was bad.
or
after
my
that.
punani.
Right. So after I told him it was bad, and he was just like, oh, all hell broke loose. He was like, you know what? I was just
Your
trying to
pussy
treat you. Nah, nobody could ever say that about me.
Right.
But he was like, I was trying to be nice and not consider you a hoe, but you a hoe, and you this, you that. And I was like, okay, bro, like it's cool.
You're like,
mad.
right now I am, and
Right, like you're mad and I don't care. He was like, I was trying to take you to Cancun. I could take myself to Cancun. I don't care. And
Man, you couldn't. You didn't have 5 minutes of your day to let this man prove himself, or 3.
no.
2.5.
oh my gosh, the couple of I mean, I have some ghosting stories too, but there's definitely been that where it was just so bad.
I will ghost you if it's bad. I'm sorry. I will definitely.
You want to know
ghost
something? My worst ghosting story of my life was with. Okay, I was gonna say the best, one of the best. I love you, boo.
Ooh, makes work.
Wow.
That's the fucked up thing. So I ghosted this guy, and he was so good. Like till this day, not till this day, till the day I met my husband. I realized, like, damn, why did I do that? Like, why did I do that?
I'm gonna have to do all the
You know
clipping
why?
this
I'm
week.
gonna have to learn how to clip.
I know, right? It's okay. He knows the story too. But me and Akre tell each other everything. But it's funny because I ghosted this guy because I started talking to this other guy. And let me tell you, I got the karma that I was deserved because the guy that I fucking ghosted him for was the worst fucking sex I had in my whole fucking life. Like the fucking worst. And I couldn't go back because I ghosted him.
I would have been like, hey, big head.
Hey, big head.
Does Zach right now you talk about him like this?
Wow.
So yeah, I was like, damn, what the fuck was I thinking? All my girlfriends were like, damn, bitch, because we knew you liked the other one. Like, that's fucked up.
Listen, you could have made progress getting back. And no guy's gonna say no.
I could have, but
Exactly.
So the
exact. That's why. Hey.
no, but the
What you doing
relationship, which is even more fucked up, that was the worst sex, was the sociopath guy that I mention on here often. So I was like locked in unwillingly, you know, like I was held locked in my house, so I couldn't get out and I couldn't call nobody. But yeah, I was like, damn.
So, with all that story, I'm not saying agree with me, but do you at least understand where I'm coming from? That I don't want somebody that's talking to somebody else. Because didn't you say that
No,
you were
but
with
no,
the
'cause-
best sex, and it went, or the best sex?
But I wasn't talking at the. I did exactly what you said. I stopped talking to homeboy because of respect of this guy, and I was like, I ghosted him, moved on to the next guy, and it ended up. I should have talked to both of them, so I could have been like, hey.
So you could decide which one you
Yeah,
want to talk
no.
to.
So
but it's like-
that basically made.
So she could sample from the platter and figure out which.
Exactly.
Yeah, but well, I did it your way. I was respectful, and it fucked me over in the end. So.
No, but if you're talking to, well, this is my point of view. If I'm talking to somebody, I don't look at anybody else. So they wouldn't. That scenario wouldn't have even played
Okay,
a chance.
how many days of talking are we talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly.
Because you're making it sound like first day of talking, you better stop talking to everybody that's in your phone.
I'm just wondering if he's walking around with
He
blinders
said,
on.
look, he went like this. He was like, yeah.
Probably, I don't know.
yeah.
First day of
But then
talking,
the-
you
the-
expect me to...
No, but the girls that I would consider talking to, I already kind of like have an idea. Like
You've been vetted.
I want to. Yeah, they've been vetted. I'm not just gonna be like, okay, let's roll the dice on this one. Okay, you stop talking to everybody. I'm gonna stop talking to everybody. It's not like that. It's somebody that I'm gonna know on at least on a friendship level, and then think, okay, well, let me take the next step, or let's see if they're relationship material.
Damn, he's gonna listen to this fucking podcast too, because that fool's like he's listened to some of our episodes, the good one,
The good
the
good.
good. He's listened to some of our, and he'd be like,
Hey, why
"You
don't you
guys are
become a
fucking
guest?
funny."
Good.
Yeah, I've been ghosted by some good good. I personally have, and that stung real bad.
Yeah.
That leads me to my question, because I was gonna ask if anybody's been like ghosted by somebody they really like.
Oh, I got that.
Okay. When they text back, do you answer right away too? After you've been ghosted and it kind of hurt a
I
little
look
bit.
at my phone and I'd be like, okay, set a timer. 1 hour.
So my one extreme ghosting is what I think led to the ghosting Ari, to be honest, because I was never a ghoster before, right? And this one guy, God, this guy was fucking younger than me too. So that's what stung even more. I'm like, this little ass boy fucked me over. So the sex was okay, but he was a beautiful man. You know what I mean? Like, he was so good looking. So I was blinded by the good looks, the good looks. I was like, damn, he's sexy. He looks so good. So we were talking, and then we fucked, right? And he ghosted me after we fucked. I was like, damn. So he fucking ghosted me, and then he hit me up again, and we fucked again, right? And then he ghosted me completely. And I remember I was texting away because I was like so fucking pissed that I gave it to this guy. And
Not once, but twice.
yeah, but twice, right? So I got hella ghosted. And then I remember, and the whole texting back, this was before, like I said, I was young. I was like not even 20. I might have been like 19 or something. And he texted me like this apology text like months later, like, hey, sorry sorry I did what I did. Like, I felt so bad for that. You were such a good girl. Like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So
I was in there like texting back right away. Like, I was so stupid. I like texted back right away, but not even like on some like, oh my God, thank you for texting me. But I just like went off on him. Like, I can't even fucking believe you did that. I want to know why, blah, blah, blah. And he ghosted me again after that.
Oh no.
Well, that
Those are the
that
times
third
when
was
Probably
kind
why.
of was expected.
Well, I mean, I think he probably gave me the sorry for his own, like, to feel better. But when I wanted to know like why the fuck you did that, he was like, okay, this is too much.
This is too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna ghost again.
if he was older, if he was old enough, he'd know how to reply back to get you back in that bed though.
yeah, that's the
You
thing.
know what I'm saying?
But I was young, he was young. So, but that I think was the turning point for me, because I became the worst after that. Like, there's a dude that I dated after him, also a young guy, and I was rocking cradles at that point. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, right? So he was this young guy, and this fool walked. Okay, you guys know where?
Wait a second. Wait. You said you're 19, so these are all
so
minors.
He was like,
I'm wondering how she's
no,
rubbing the
he's
cradle.
like,
She's
no,
19.
I'm like 18. Okay, I didn't mean that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you make it sound like a
No,
right
he was like, okay. I think when I was 19, he was
Like, hold on,
probably
15.
no, he wasn't 15. Ew, what the fuck? No,
You said you were rocking cradles.
I didn't literally mean that. Okay. This
Kinda
guy
gotta be careful how you say that
afterwards
one
was,
then.
I know, right? This one after, when I said I was rocking cradles, I was probably like 23 by then.
Okay.
So this was after. After him, I dated, he was probably like 20. He was younger than me. Couldn't even go to a club yet. I remember that. And I was like, fuck, okay, so I'm dating this fucking young guy. And he was obsessed with my ass. Like, he was always like, oh my God,
Everybody is.
your ass,
Well,
ass.
I mean,
but this
have
guy
you
was.
seen it?
I've definitely seen it.
And this was prime Ari ass, like before kids. So he was like obsessed with it. But I remember like I loved that he was
So
obsessed
it was
with it.
better before.
But then
Wait, it was better.
yeah,
Well, then
because there was no,
Oh, no.
cellulite or nothing
Can
back then. It was just
do you have any
big.
pictures? Can we
you know?
can we post it on the Discord?
I think we're gonna need a before and after.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
need
we
a
need to
comparison.
compare.
I mean, we could
For
use
the
it for your
judge's sake.
poster.
I can co-sign on this.
I could
It was
design you a flyer.
See, he
I
knows.
can co-sign on
He's known
this.
me for a minute.
Heck, right. If you end up watching this, sorry, it's purely scientific.
It's for scientific purposes, babe. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It's purely
Just
for the
wanna see how
podcast.
the kids change the body.
Not that you're
That
gonna watch
part.
this, because let's be real, he doesn't.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. Which is why I openly talk about everything. So the guy that I ghosted, right? We fucked, and it was
Trash.
just trash. So I ghosted him, and this fool blew up my phone, and I'm like, this is why I'll never take a guy to where I live now, because
So you showed up.
Dude,
no. So
I'm the same way.
I lived in. Okay, do you guys know where Forest Ranch is? Like,
Yeah. Yep.
like
Oh, you rich.
Well, I lived in.
Ooh, money.
This was when I was younger with my family. So my family was rich at the time. Now that was a long time ago. So we lived in Forest Ranch area when it was a new development still. He walked from like Poway.
God
Damn.
No, on foot, girl. I'm with
Wait.
his little sister in hand. Okay, in
Down
tow.
Poway Road.
Down Poway Road, all the way up fucking Rancho Bernardo, like from Poway, because he lived in deep Poway, all the way to fucking Rancho Bernardo, and knocking on my door. And I'm looking
Ooh,
through
she
the
got that good.
yeah. I'm looking through the people, and I'm like, this fool's got his fucking little sister in tow, knocking on my fucking.
He was
need a
like, I
fix,
need
dog."
it. I need it.
I was like,
I'm walking miles for this.
no, but that was
This
the
is
first
Forrest
time when I was
Gump
like,
over
oh my
here.
God, that's crazy. Like,
I've never met a superstar before.
I mean, I thought I met some bomb stuff
and
with porn
that's
stars.
how I dealt
Damn.
with it. I was just kind of like, I'm just not going to answer the door. And you want to know what's funny is that fool became like a really big promoter downtown.
Oh.
And I see him still downtown.
Wait,
And I'm like, oh, and every time he sees me, he gives me that look like,
is it
yeah, I
Mark?
tap that. Yeah, I tap that. But I'm like, fool, I ghosted you because everybody thinks no, it's not Mark. No, it's not
Okay.
Mark. No, you wouldn't know him, I don't think, because he has like
Do you
his own
forget how
little-
old I am?
Well, he's not old. Remember, I told you he's younger than us.
Yeah, but
so.
where did I go? Where did I come from to end up at Pacers?
True, you came from.
Yeah, I was
kinds of
actually
places.
listening to that. You
been around.
know, you know a lot about the industry down
yeah,
there.
that's what, like,
you
I
were naming
might-
people. I was like,
Actually, yeah, you might know him. I'm not going to tell you who it is. But
Was
yeah.
he part of Victory?
No,
Was
wait.
he?
No.
don't give him any clues,
Yeah.
girl.
I know.
That's how they catch
no
you
face,
up.
no case. But yeah, he'll still look at me.
Is he part of a promoter group that's no longer active, but he's freelance?
I don't know. I don't know now.
See,
not
he's
gonna give
asking
it
too
a-
many questions.
I don't know anything now. I just know that I've
I'm
seen
trying
him a
to piece
couple
this
times.
one
Yeah, I
together.
know.
I want to clown on him. Like, oh, I need to know.
Wow. Hey, you're like, hey, I heard you walked to Poway, from Poway to run.
But hey, how your feet feel? They still bleeding from that walk from
Right,
Poway?
seriously.
Yeah,
who
it
do I
was
know from
fucked up.
Power?
But then he became like the guy because I met him when he was like not that cool yet. You know, like he was just a good looking kid. Like I keep saying kid. Sorry. To me, he was like young. So I was like, he's a good looking kid. But like he was handsome and he was good, whatever. And then I think he probably got like into drugs or whatever. Because now I'm like, ugh, you don't look that good. But all the
that's
girls
called
like
that
him.
promoter life.
Yeah, the girls
Yeah.
like him. He's got the fucked up teeth because you know he's probably been doing too much.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like,
giving
who
too
has
many
fucked
clues.
up teeth?
A lot of people.
Probably not now. He actually.
Wait, he got his teeth fixed.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He did get his teeth fixed.
Oh, so you know who it is.
I think so.
You guys will never know who it is.
Oh! No, I'm scared. I don't know.
I was like, wait, is it Errol?
No. It's not. Okay.
See her? She's all, no.
Just X out every.
Hey,
no,
wait,
that's a
can we-
really big
okay.
clue.
Yeah, don't do
I'm
that.
like,
Let's-
I'm trying to save you.
Hey.
Keep talking.
Hey,
Keep
let-
talking.
I'm like,
just
come on.
stop.
Wait,
Just
wait.
stop.
We're leading her down the rabbit hole.
Stop.
Can-
So
can-
moving on.
let-
So there was
yeah.
this one time I was ghosted, right?
Wes, you want to be a permanent guest?
Wait.
Dude? He's like,
Oh,
Listen.
I'm down.
Listen, we can't be naming names because
Yeah.
people, you know, like
Yeah,
they
you can't do that.
What do you call they start to assume. So
Yeah.
a lot of times we have to bleep these out, and I don't want to edit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if one person stops watching us, that's already like 10% of our audience. So we gotta stop that.
That's fucked up. You gotta give us like manifest that everybody is
Oh, so
Yeah.
is this going to be from?
We've
private
had some.
room? We'll get
We've
that
had
info
some
later?
good views on
lots of stuff.
lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number one ghosting story with the guy that had the good.
Oh, that wasn't.
That
I'll
wasn't
tell you
number
my
one.
number one.
Wait, that
Oh,
wasn't
I
even
was
number
like, that
one.
was
no,
number
I'm gonna
one.
tell you my number one.
Professional.
Right.
So this
Holy
was like
When I tell you I was a
One,
professional
two, now we're gonna do
ghoster,
it?
no, this is
Oh,
the
that's gonna be the
this is the
thumbnail.
best one. I'm gonna tell you the best one. So the guy with the, I'm sorry if you're watching this. I'm so sorry because he was such a good guy.
Well, how do you know he watches this?
Because he told me he's literally hit me up in the DM like, hey, I've been watching your shit. You guys are dope. Like, because he's still obsessed with me. No, just kidding.
Wow.
Say his name so we can
Hey, when you
apologize.
got that good, you
No.
can do whatever
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so
Just kidding.
Wait, stand up and talk to him.
Yeah, turn around.
So I met this guy, right? And he had that good. And then I met the new guy that I told you guys about. So I told the guy with the good. I was like, hey, so I'm going to take a trip with my girls to Vegas, is what I told him. He was like, oh, okay. I was like, so I'm going to be out of town for like a week. He's like, all right, bet. I wasn't going to be out of town. I was still going to be in San Diego. I was meeting up with the new guy. And this fool, I felt so bad. He's like, he prepped this like really beautiful going away thing, like took me to dinner. made it a big thing, gave me some good dick, you know, some long lasting, like, remember who I am before you leave type dick, you know? And
do that.
He's probably patting himself on the back right now, like.
and I had this necklace that I would wear all the time. And he was like, here, leave. He's like, it was so cheesy, but it was cute at the time. Like, he's like, I'm going to take your necklace so that you have a reason to come back, you know? Like,
Oh, damn.
kept it so cute.
He's
kept
holding
so,
it right
like-
now as he's listening to
and
this.
When I tell you, I never seen that necklace again. Because I ended up with, you know, the second dude. And obviously I got locked down. I got trapped into that shit. So this fool, the good D, we'll just call him Good D, was hitting me up. He showed up at my work.
Oh,
I was working at a preschool. Okay, so I was teaching my class. Teacher walks in and was like, "Hey, Miss, you know me, Miss whatever,
Miss
whatever.
Ackright.
Yeah, Miss Ackright was. You have a guest at the door." And I was like, "Oh fuck, what? Who the fuck is this?" They're like, "Do you want to let him in?" Because it was a private preschool. You had to be buzzed in, and I was like, "Who the fuck is it?" Like I didn't even think that it would be him because I'm like, I ghosted this fool, washed my hands of it, right? No. Like it showed up, I turn around, and I don't know why someone told them that was my boyfriend. So the person in the front buzzed him in, right? I'm teaching my kids. I turn around, and he's sitting at one of the kids' desks, and he's sitting, and he's like looking at me. He's like, "What's up?"
oh,
Whoa,
Lord.
And I was like,
That's some hella
and he
drama.
was like, "So you went on a vacation, huh? You went to Vegas, huh?" He's like, "All right, okay, bet." Like, and he put, I had wrote him like this card before I let or during one of the times that we were together, and he like put the fucking card on my front windshield, and he started sending me all these messages like, "You're a fucking hoe," like all these. He was so mad because I ghosted him like super duper hard, but even after he was locked in and everything, he was still hitting me up like, you know, "I feel like you're my soulmate. I feel like you were the one." And I was like, "Well, you were the one of the best dicks, so touche."
Bro, you should have stopped when you called her out and then just like,
Left it at that.
yeah.
Left it at that.
I would have given you props, King, but then after that, it's like
We
yo.
had a really crazy connection though. It was more than sex. It was a very good mental connection. So I think that's why he couldn't let it go. It was like, dude, everything was perfect. Why did you fuck me over? Because everything was perfect. And I told him that too. Like I apologized to him when he hit me up. I was like, hey, till this day, I believe I'm still paying karma for the shit that I did to you because you were a good person. You're probably like my dream dude at the time, and I fucked you over for, you know how we were talking about fucking up for show pussy for some more pussy. It was like that, but with a dick. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's probably why he was like so like hell bent. Like he just
It was like the perfect like puzzle piece together, and then I fucked it up. And then he saw that I got fucked over, so he was like, I didn't wish that on you, but you're the one that fucked this up for us. I was like, yeah, that's true.
See, I still stand by what I said earlier.
Your stuff don't make sense, bro.
You know, okay, here.
It's like
This
a
is
self delusion.
it don't make no sense. I'm
you
sorry.
know what it is I think of it like this. Would I want my daughter to meet a guy that is talking to another girl?
She's going to.
Well,
No,
let's be
I'm
real.
asking
What
you.
we want and what's going to
Yeah.
happen are
Right.
very
Yeah,
different things on
absolutely.
our
Right,
part.
Yeah.
right.
'Cause
And maybe if I find that perfect girl, I'll bend my rules a little bit. But as of right now, I'm gonna stick strong to like my beliefs until I find somebody that's.
So
either
you're
worth it
looking
or-
for like what that one guy said to you. You're looking for a girl that's like in her living room, not looking for anybody.
Sure, why not?
you're looking for something easy. Not easy in a sense where it's a easy like
Right. No,
like,
I know
like
what you
cheap
mean.
and easy.
Yeah.
Like
No, without complication. That's what I'm.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because if I had a son, I don't want to like have him going on his date with whoever the girl is, and I'll be like, oh, I guess it's your turn today.
But that sounds like a lot of scars.
that sounds
Yeah.
like
I'm
some
sure I
drama.
have scars. Yeah.
I think it's just, I think it's probably just like mental protection to not necessarily be
Vulnerable.
quote
Yeah.
unquote hurt.
That's
but I
true.
also
Yeah.
don't care if I never get in a relationship again.
That sounds like the trauma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
We tell him every show that he has trauma. He does not believe
He doesn't
us.
believe us. No.
I'm
I know.
okay with it.
I mean, I do watch these, so I have seen him get called out quite a
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It sounds like some trauma.
Yes, those
sort of.
5 views, all Wes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, not
Shut
all five. I'm one of the five. But yeah.
I watch
still
him too.
comment the
I
most.
watch him too.
I don't really comment.
Hey, I
Sometimes
had
just
one where I was
vibe.
fighting with people on your. Sorry, it's my
You
daughter.
gotta tell those guys to stop blowing you up.
It's my
because
daughter.
Vince is gonna
It's my
say that
daughter.
you're trash. No, I'm just kidding.
I am not trash. I am not trash. Not even a little bit.
Okay, so I can't be the only one with all the ghosting stories.
I mean,
I mean, I've been ghosted by some.
Tell us about one that stung.
I think I've had two that stung. One of them, let me tell you, I met. This is fun. It's only, anyways. I met this person. Oh, I'm not gonna say where I met them because. Yeah, I'm not gonna say where I met them, but me and this person, it was a one night stand, basically, whatever. I wanted it to be more than a one night stand, but I got ghosted, so that didn't happen. But anyways, this person put it down so great. that so good. I was ready to marry him if he asked me to that exact night. That's how good this
feel
was.
that. Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh my God. And then, I did one of those like, hey, how you doing? Like, every couple of days. And he'd be like, oh, I'm good. Come to find out, got a whole wife and kids at home.
damn.
Ouch. Yeah, that one will sting.
That's a
That
blessing
one will
you got
sting.
ghosted then.
I mean, it was, but never mind.
You
But
thought
yeah.
you was gonna be the main meal.
I
Find out,
ghosted
I'm
Act
just a
Right.
side piece.
Yeah.
I'm just the biscuit
I
on
was
the.
just this.
Wait.
I
What?
ghosted Ackright for like 3 months, for like 4 months. And then we finally got together. That's a good story
Well,
too.
I mean, he is determined.
No, so Ackright put it down. Okay, so I was not expecting that because I told you guys I've mentioned it a lot before. Like he's little, so I was expecting him to be
Okay.
little down there.
By little, she means he's
Yeah,
short.
he's short.
short.
So I was expecting, the height to match the package. And when it didn't, I was like, okay, that's a pleasant surprise. And then when he knew how to put it down, that was an even better surprise. But at the time, I was sorry, Vince, I know this is not with your morals, but I was just like not really in my hope phase.
She was playing the field.
Yeah.
Playing the field, yeah, but we were pretty
Scouting talent.
like consistently talking to each other, and my baby daddy at the time, he was like, I want to try and work it out. I was like, you're trash, but for the sake of the baby, I'm gonna test it out just so I know I'm sure. So I didn't give Ackright any hey, I'm gonna try and work out with my boo, whatever. And he had his baby mama drama too. So I think there was that hidden understanding,
Yeah.
He was dealing with his shit, I was dealing with my shit, so I ghosted him. We were literally fucking every day and saw each other for a long time, and then I just hard stop, ghosted him. I was kind of butthurt because he didn't even fucking reach out to me. He wasn't even hey, what's up, girl? Haven't talked to you. He ghosted me after I ghosted him. Basically, once I stopped talking
It was
to him.
mutual.
Yeah, and I asked him now, after we were together, I'm like, what? Why didn't you care that I ghosted you? And he was like, oh, well, I figured you were working it out with your baby daddy, and I knew you'd be back. That's what he told me.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn.
Yeah, he's like, because he was trash, and you knew that I wasn't getting back with my baby mama, so. And then we ended up getting married after we started fucking again because the dick was good.
So Vince, in that situation, does it change for you? For instance, if you met somebody that was not almost separated.
Yeah, separated, exactly.
Yeah, that's fine.
But they can't. But they're kind of still they don't know whether or not to work it out with their husband, but yet they met you. So now you're.
Well, I mean, everything is case by case or scenario. There was a point in time where I was trying to get away from a girl. I didn't love her anymore. I wanted to break up, but then I couldn't because she kept on throwing the whole, oh, I'm gonna delete myself if we break up. And it's okay, well, does that mean that I'm just stuck with her? No, I had to help her cheat on me.
Oh, that's the cheating one.
Yeah, if I find a girl that's in the same situation, I'm kind of be like, are you really? But then at the same time,
But is it really cheating if you know what's going on at the same time?
I mean, I
So you reverse psychologied her to cheat on you.
yeah, I didn't care. I was hoping that she would cheat on me.
So when she cheated on you, that's when it gave yourself an out. Is that what you're saying? You
Yeah.
were you cheated on me, I'm out now.
Well, that's
Well,
also
that or he found somebody else that he could just hand her off to.
Oh,
yeah, it was that, and then
Okay.
and from that, I also learned that it's more likely that somebody is going to stay with somebody unhappy until they have somebody else, and it's okay, well, I don't really want to be part of that. Why can't we just be single? you know. And if somebody's mature, that's why I don't want multiple people talking.
See, this is
Why
what I
didn't you
did.
offer her help instead?
What do you mean?
Because you said she kept wanting to delete herself.
Yeah, I tried to. I told her we can go to therapy together. I told her that we can, you know, do things. We can take a
She
break
didn't
and come
want it.
back. Yeah, she didn't want it. She was like, when I said if you need to figure things out, then figure things out, and I'll be here waiting for you. And she's all, no, are you trying to break up with me? If you try to break up with me, then I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
do
be
this.
with it. Yeah, you know, there's been so many times where she said, oh, I'm just gonna drive drunk without a seatbelt on and stuff like that. And I'm like, she's so fucking toxic. She would do it. You know what I mean?
That sucks.
Yeah.
I did the reverse psychology cheating before I discovered ghosting.
Yeah.
The Air Force guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So, but then I perfected the art of ghosting, so I didn't need to do the reverse psychology cheating anymore. This is my trauma. See, guys, I don't do none of that anymore, but I accept that that was my trauma, and I am not that person anymore. But yeah.
You've come to terms and dealt with that trauma.
Well, now I'm like, okay, I can tell people like, hey, I mean, if I was to date again, I would be able to be like, I can't talk to you. I'm not interested. But back then it was like, I don't want to hurt their feelings, so I'll just not say anything. You
Oh,
know?
I think I'm good at breaking up with people now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also why if we were to like blow up and we had multiple studios and stuff like that, I'd be a really good boss because I'm really good at firing people.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so good at that.
Yeah, like hiring for me, there's only one qualification that you need is if I can stand you, you know. But then when you start being a fuck up and everything like that, I'm easily just gonna be like, you know what, it's not working out. I know there's days that you want to stay home, just keep going with that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with like my last like long relationship. I was tired of being the nice guy. I was just like, look, we're not working out. I really don't want to deal with this anymore. You know.
But like you said, it's like hard to get rid of people, even when you tell them the truth. Like, yo,
Yeah.
we're not compatible. We don't need to be together.
Then they wanna convince you.
Yeah, they want to convince you why you should be with them. I'm like, no, just leave me alone.
It's only hard to get rid of them if you want to give them that window to. try
Yeah, you have to
talk.
leave that
Like,
window.
I'm really good at just like
Blocking.
cut,
Yeah.
slam the door shut, and cool, done.
Okay.
Okay, you might have a point there.
So for the people watching, let's everybody on the panel, let's address
Or
some of our
listening.
listeners. For the people watching, what would you say to someone that has say someone's typing in right in YouTube right now, what to do when I've been ghosted?
So wait, we're pro ghosting, right? Is that the consensus?
I don't know.
I don't know if
I'm
there's
I don't
a-
necessarily know that I'm pro ghosting, but I think it
think-
happens.
I
right?
think sometimes it's necessary,
Yeah.
especially for like the situation that we were just saying right now, like where you've said like, yo, like we're good, we're done, like
And they're not
whatever,
getting the
and they're
picture.
not getting it, then yeah, I'm ghosting you at this point. Like, okay,
Honestly, that wasn't even a real question. I just thought that was a funny term.
oh,
So
I would have just said, yeah, I'm neutral ghosting.
Yeah.
It's got a time and a place.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's a good
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it. I like that. So what would you guys say to a listener that's recently been ghosted and they're going through that sting a little bit and they don't know how to deal with it? Us all being on the ghosted at some point. How do they move forward? How do they deal? What should they do?
I just feel as though you can't emotionally invest in somebody so quickly. And then if you guys are dating, I would always assume that that person is probably seeing other people because we're not necessarily like
Monogamous?
yeah
official?
we're not official. And when it gets to the point where I feel like we should be official, I'll actually vocalize it and I'll communicate and says, hey, you know, I just want to date you exclusively. And also at the same time, you know, don't pigeonhole yourself into one person. You need to go, you know, find other women yourself, or men or women or whatever. You need to go get out yourself, or else you're just going to end up hurt all the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you're just going to be sitting there and you're always going to be like the target.
Yeah.
So let me now that you say that, let me kind of go back to like Vince's thing about, you know, how he would rather a woman not be talking to anybody while he's talking to her or whatever. I've actually done that before, and I feel like it makes, from a woman's standpoint, it makes the woman more clingy.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes her like, okay, well, I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm just talking to you. So what are you doing right now? How come it took you more than 5 minutes to text me? How come you didn't call me today? How come this? How come that? Blah, blah, blah.
Perfect
Because you
candidate
are
to
the only.
ghost.
Exactly. So
100%.
now, because I've done all of that, and then you ghost me because you're the only one I'm talking to, and you're the only
But
one
why
I
is
need
it
conversation.
so black and white with you? Because like
That's
honestly,
not black and white. That's the truth.
No,
I'm telling you from a
because-
woman's standpoint, that's how it is.
well, I've said this before too. Is I don't want to be your whole world. I just want to be your favorite part.
Yeah, but they don't know that in like the first month though. Like,
yeah.
What is that like on a calling card you hand them like when you first interact? Like that's how it is, so they know this off the bat, or is it one of those where like over time you're telling them this, but initially they don't know this anyways?
Right.
Yeah. So they
Point for Wes.
Here's the thing though. I don't understand why people get so involved in their emotions where everything has to drop if they're into somebody. Why can't it be a gradual thing? Like if you start talking to somebody, that's cool, right? But I'm not gonna stop doing photo shoots. I'm not gonna stop DJing and stuff like that just to spend time with this person. If you fit in, you fit in. If we decide to go into a relationship, then I'll make that decision at that point. But I'm not going to juggle 3 different girls just because like I want to be sure. No, there's no such thing as the one. It's just the one that you figure out.
But how do you figure that out if you're only talking to one person?
Because I have a brain.
no. So look, no. The example Jasmine just said. If you have somebody that says that you meet that's just gonna say, "I'm gonna drop everything and just concentrate on you," they become clingy. And the first thing you said, perfect person to ghost.
Yeah, because
see, so what do you
That's
want?
where
But-
your logic blows up because
Right.
Yeah.
at that point she's
Not-
giving you all the attention. You've become the focus for her, but then you're like, yeah, no,
No,
that's the
not-
ghost button.
not necessarily, because you can be so in love with somebody and still have your own life. Like I don't like if I really like let's say everything like was in my perfect world and like fucking Bella Fiasco like decided to date me, right? Even if she did, I'm not gonna be like, oh, what are you doing, babe? Blah blah blah, this and that. No, I'll be like, hey, hope you had a good day.
But
just
she
gets back
would.
to
What
me.
if she was doing it?
If she's
I
doing
said
it, what
from
the
a
fuck?
woman's point of view. I didn't say nothing but the man. From a woman's point of view, if you are the only one I am talking to, my focus is going to be like, I'm going to be looking at my phone all the time. Like, okay, I didn't hear from him today.
Yeah.
Should I text him? Should I not? I'm going to text him. Oh, it took him 5 minutes to text me back. Man, that's what my thinking is going to be as a woman, with you being the only one that I am talking to. And then you said that, oh yeah, you're ghost material. Why? You're the only one I'm talking to.
you
That's what you
said you
wanted.
wanted.
But you're also not the only I'm not also the only person in the world. You can talk to your friends.
I don't
You
want to
can
talk to my
have-
friends. I want to talk to my man.
That's
what I
so
want.
stupid. Hold on. Wait, let me clarify this.
Oh, like you were about to drop a pin.
No, look, this is let me clarify really quick. That was fucking stupid.
What?
That was dumb as shit.
What?
Talking to my friends does not create
It
the
is
same
not the same
endorphins.
as talking to your man. I'm sorry.
No, but
It's
why
really not.
why is it okay? So you can have a conversation with your man and have that be the highlight, but don't cut off everything else. Fucking
I
pick
didn't
up a
say it was.
hottie.
Didn't say it was cutting my friends off. I don't cut my friends off, but I want to.
Well, did you or did you not say that
Before I
that's
talk to
all
my
you
friends,
wanna do?
I'm talking to my man.
She
That
wants
is not what I said.
some tea before she goes talk to her friends about the tea.
No,
Well,
she's saying
and I think she means like her focus is on you, as in like you're her boyfriend. Like
Yeah.
if you're in a relationship with a person, right? They're gonna text you good morning. They're gonna check on you. They're gonna ask how
Yeah.
you're doing. They're gonna ask where you're at. Those are all normal things if you are the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the wife, the focus. So
Wait, those are normal.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oops.
yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is like the girl would be invested in you
Right.
and only you, but that doesn't mean that you might be the predominant number that she texts, but I'm
Right.
texting my mom, text my friend.
Right.
I'm on the
But
Discord,
even
the
while
group
I'm
chat.
doing all of that, I'm still waiting for you.
Right,
Because
exactly.
you're my person. You're the person I want to spend time with. You're the person that I'm like, okay, like you said, the highlight
Yeah.
of my day. So I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, but
Right.
they don't. They're not.
100%.
She might not necessarily expect you to drop photography,
Yeah,
DJing,
no.
or whatever.
Right,
You just need to
exactly.
respond.
Exactly.
When I feel like it.
Oh, see
You know
that
what?
this is
I can't.
unrealistic.
So you want it your way,
I can't.
or like
ain't
when it's
Burger King.
convenient.
I mean, like I give her that
Like,
same
stop.
respect. You know what I'm
Stop it.
saying? Like honestly, how long do you take with your clients, Ari?
About 2 hours.
Okay, is Ackright more important than your clients?
No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're in the middle of something, even though it's like, oh, just a 10-second thing, isn't that like you shouldn't do that, right?
Yeah, I don't respond to calls when I'm with the client for sure.
Exactly. So fucking understand that. Otherwise, like I don't care. Like let's be honest. Me and Jasmine aren't gonna end up together. So I think that's also why I don't care about the question so much. But
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, no, let's be real. I really don't care.
Oh my god! First of all,
But here, let me say, I do have her back. If she's ever in trouble, I'll help her out. I want the best for her, but I just don't want it to be me.
They'll just never date. That's
Yeah.
you see how much we fight?
yeah, exactly.
But
Wouldn't
we
work.
agree on this. We agree that we're not gonna date.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're still friends. Fuck. Yeah.
This guy is crazy.
So if you guys are, if there's any ladies out there that are listening that are willing to make Vince 100% their world, but not their world,
Right.
but
'Cause that's
give
what he
him the
wants.
time, but not,
Not-
to be in his time.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what
That's
he
how
wants.
Drop that
fucking-
name.
Okay,
Damn.
so,
Slide in
so
the
what he's
DMs.
really doing is he's giving you the roadmap. Here's what you got to do. That's all you got to do. And
Yeah.
so it sounds like he's dating a dude in a female body.
Yeah. That's kind of what that sounds
Wow,
like.
dude looks like a lady.
But to go back what you said, talking about, well, I'm at the studio, so give me, yeah. If you told the girl before, of course they're going to know
Yeah.
that what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not going to bother you while
Right.
you're doing that.
If she's a logical girl, yeah.
Exactly.
But those are like rare.
Very rare.
They're not.
Very rare.
They're not.
You know,
Here's the thing.
I don't think they're that rare.
They're not. All my friends that I hang out with are pretty logical. And there might be one in the group,
right?
but
yeah,
there might be one where you're like, "Come on, girl, like get it together." But I kid you not, the ones I hang out with, they're like some dope ass females. Like for real, I love my friend group.
Yeah, but they probably already have like their shit together.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All my
that-
friends
that's
have
what-
like their shit together.
That's
like
what makes
yeah,
it rare for everyone else because they've already got
Yeah.
their shit together, so they don't do half the other crap that everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't need to.
But-
with those
I got
boys.
some dope
strong,
ass friends
independent
for
women
real.
for sure.
I'll be honest too, though. If a girl and I were mentally like compatible and the conversations were running really well, I don't give a fuck how many times she texts me. I'm answering back almost right away.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh no.
Okay, so question in regard. It's funny how this turned into like a. Let's talk about Vince's view. Sorry, Vince.
No, it's
Let's
completely
pick on
fine
Vince.
because even if everybody's against me, I know it's cool. Even if everybody's against me, there might be one like rare person
Yeah.
that agrees with me, and I want to let them know you're not crazy, but you might be.
Crazy.
You know, like listen to everybody. Like get everybody's perspective on it because just because I agree with you doesn't mean that it's right. So like let's actually listen to everybody and see if we could find a compromise. Because like I really don't want to have a girlfriend, but I think that it might be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't care. But you know, for the person that's listening, whether it's a guy or a girl, they might want a significant other, but you don't have to settle.
So in that case, Rich, that you mentioned, where you said like if you're fucking vibing and you're mentally stimulated and like you're feeling her,
Yeah.
that you text back right away.
Right.
Would that still go for if you knew that she was with the assumption that she might be talking to other guys? Like you still want to win that race?
I would figure if we were having a conversation and it's going on for hours, either texting or by phone, she's not talking to anybody else. But
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it's
think
safe to
that's how you
assume.
weed it, right? That's how you weed out the other
Let me
guys.
tell you
Yeah.
this. So one of the guys that I dated recently for like, I think we were like almost 3 years we were dating. When I first started dating him, I knew he was talking to other people. Like, I knew it. I knew he was still going on dates. I knew he was still like all the other stuff. But me and him, we were hanging out together most of the time. It was like I was his
Main chick.
like the go-to basically. But me personally, I wasn't talking to anybody else because I felt like this person, I put all my eggs in one basket, and that was dumb of me. So pretty much. But I knew he was talking to other people, and it wasn't, well, let me stop talking to him, because no, these people he was talking to before me. So when he decided that I was the one he wanted to talk to, he dropped them. And then when we were exclusive, Like, he wasn't, messing with any of the other girls, blah, blah, blah. But I knew coming into it that he was talking to other girls.
And that's fair if he was open about it.
yeah.
Yeah. And then he made the decision to become exclusive with you. And I think to me, that's like a more normal route, like personal opinion, where it's like you may or may not be talking to someone, and then you guys get closer and closer and closer, and then you guys have it's going to be us talk, and then you're exclusive.
Yeah.
But
I appeared all the time. And then I became number one. Now I'm number 0.
so, Wes, what would you tell someone that's recently gotten ghosted, and what kind of tidbit of wisdom would you say to that person that's like, I got fucking ghosted, I'm hurting, bro, like, what do I do?
Move on.
Well, I'd just say close the door and on to the next chapter, really. I mean, if you're going to get ghosted, why keep trying to go somewhere where you're kind of not really wanted at that point?
I think you just want to be
one
feisty
step-
today.
One step in front of the other and keep moving.
If you get ghosted, this is great advice for
Show up
females.
at their work. No, just kidding.
No, this
Right.
is great advice for females. If you get ghosted, post the thirst trap, right? Then become obsessed with your phone. Make sure that he's checking it. If he didn't check it, post another one. And then
For him to just ignore it
Some more.
and make you
the
feel
more
even
he
worse.
ignores it,
Great
the
advice,
more
Vince.
thirst traps that you should.
So you're trying to set the toxicity level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think
not-
that chick's fucking insane at that point, and I'll
Yeah.
never ever call her back.
Like the toxic level. At that point, you're like, oh,
Listen,
cool. Boop.
hey,
So
you know
obviously,
what?
don't do that.
I'm gonna tell the truth right now,
Oh, shit.
Vince. I've done that. I have done that.
And how'd that work out
And
for you?
let me.
She's
hold
still
on.
single.
Oh,
Because I said,
you.
oh, this
Not you. Oh my God.
I've
Stab me in my back right now. So listen, I've done this. All right. I've done it to where,
Oh.
I'm not gonna say it because then I don't want people to think that's what I'm doing now, because it's definitely not. This was like back in the days I would do this.
Couple days.
No.
Oh, also hang out with the guy that you told him not to worry about. That will help out too. Yeah.
But I have definitely done something like what?
The thirst trap pictures afterwards.
It was kind of like that, but it was kind of like I would put it like in a message only that person can see, but they don't know they're the only ones who could see the message.
Oh, okay, got you. I got
So
you.
When you
I-
filter it all out.
So it looks
Yeah.
like everybody can see it, but it's really just you who can see it. And so I would wait
The one
all day for that one person.
that one like.
Yep.
And then when he did,
Wait,
you're like, got him.
to say something, and I've done that before.
And then they
I
don't,
have.
and you're even more butthurt.
Okay, so it's worked both ways where they don't say something and then they have, and then it kind of like brought things kind of back together. I'm like, oh, yes. But I was like, got him. But other times now I don't do that, because you know what? I'm just going to hit you up like, yo, what's up? I missed you. What's going on? What you doing tonight?
I like that technique.
It works.
Yeah. Guys like that, because when I had ghosted Akrai and I brought him back, that's literally what I did. I hit him back up. I was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, what's up?
I mean, when you do that, you're going to figure out either one,
They're back for
they're
more.
into it, or two, they're like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah,
That's
true.
true. That's
That's
true.
true.
I don't think I've hit anybody up yet that was like, nah, I'm good. I'm dating right now. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. I haven't really usually, or I know where you hang out and I'm going to be down there looking fire. Yeah.
I've done that before too.
I've
where
done
you're like,
that.
"Yeah, I know
I
he's
get
gonna be
real-
at
I
this
know he's
club.
gonna
I'm
be
be
right
extra
here.
cute.
Extra
Yep.
cute.
Oh, I love when they try to do that. It's like, okay, you realize who you're playing this game with, right?
Yeah,
Like-
you're like, you know who I work with, right?
Like it's not going to be hard for me to pull a trump card out real fast and just make you feel like an idiot for this.
Nah, but that's because where you work at.
Yeah.
Even when I worked downtown in the normal clubs,
Well, that's because you got Pole West. Stop bragging. I'm just
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, it was one of those.
That's
I
'cause
worked
you're
with hot girls
6'2".
then. I'm like,
Right.
hey, let's go do this one thing. We're just gonna hang out as friends and wait for them to be mad, not knowing it. It's just a friend.
Have you ever had that happen to you, Jasmine, where it backfired, where you tried to be like, watch this, and then he showed up with like a baddie or like,
Yo, let me tell you, this happened recently, and maybe you know who you are, and maybe you don't. I don't know, but this happened recently. I came out looking fire, like fire, dressed head to toe, like outfit on point. Seeing the person that we kind of ghosted each other. But we still kind of liked each other, but still like you did some dirty shit to me and whatever. We were constantly like just back and forth with each other, whatever. Seen him, whatever. And, you know, we're just sitting there. He actually comes up to me, says hi to me, gives me a hug, talks to me a little bit. And I'm like, oh, okay, he sees me. He knows what it is, whatever. Next thing you know, they're turning on a song and I see him literally in the back having this girl give him a lap dance, and he's looking at me the entire time.
damn, he knew what the fuck he was doing.
And my friend looks at me like, it's time to go. And I was like, it is. It's time to go.
He did the salt trap.
He literally said, hey, what's up? Watch this.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I see
Yeah.
it, and you see me.
Right.
Now you're really gonna see me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. He did that to
He
me.
flipped it on you.
Sure did. Then I for sure ghosted him after that. I ain't talking to you no more. Don't say shit to me.
Did he try to hit you up at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We talk.
I know that dick was good.
Hella. I'm gonna get in trouble.
It's
Interesting.
all good. This whole fucking episode's gonna get us all in trouble.
Speak for yourself.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I'm single, so there's really no way
Let me
I
emphasize.
should be getting in trouble.
Single.
I'm hella single.
Hella single.
Like, my phone is dry. Like, literally, that's my... It is so dry. Like, that's literally my kids hitting me up. I'm like, damn, what y'all want?
Food in the fridge.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Leave me alone.
Learn how to cook. YouTube a video.
Kids. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Alrighty. Well,
All right. Well, I think we've gone through all the ghostings, right? How do we tell someone that wants to ghost someone? Just do it.
fucking
Just
do
go
it.
for it.
Like Nike, just do it.
yeah.
Just do it.
Do it.
All right. Well, those are our stories of ghostings, our experience of ghostings, our little debate on. Put it in the comments below. What is your opinion on this disagreement that we're having? I know there's going to be a couple in there that's got Vince's point of view. Maybe some females can share your verbiage on his point of view. Maybe we'll understand it better if anything, but
Yeah,
probably
maybe.
not. But
Yeah,
maybe.
there's a chance that I'm just not explaining myself correctly.
Maybe.
But
I think so.
I
I think
but
that's what it is.
I also feel like we're just disagreeing, and
That's okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
That's why I try to ask you to give me a timeline,
Yeah.
because I think a timeline would help.
But I don't think that a time. I don't think that this particular scenario has like an expiration date. Like it.
No, I mean, like,
depends.
if you meet, like,
Like if you
we
meet
just
someone
met
tomorrow.
today.
Yeah.
We just met today. Today, you expect me not to talk to anybody.
Oh hell no! I would
Yeah.
be your friend for quite a while.
That's
before.
what I'm saying. Okay, that's different.
But there would be no flirting going on until I decide that I want to be more than friends.
So when flirting is entered, that's when it's like, okay, now it's just me.
I would only want to flirt with one person.
Okay, let me ask you this: you're her friend, right? So you guys are just friends. because you guys are friends, you know she's talking to somebody. So is that going to stop you from talking to her because you know she's talking to somebody?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know. I
100%.
understand what he means. Sometimes, like you meet a person, right? Like let's say you guys are cool and everything's okay. You guys have great conversations, but she's actually either dating or talking to somebody. You're not gonna approach it.
But he said that they're friends.
Yeah.
So you friend zone this person.
And
Yeah,
then you want to move out of
She's
it.
What I'm saying-
and you want to move out of it,
No,
but you know she's talking to somebody.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
cool with not pursuing something that I want. I'm cool with that.
That's what he.
Right. So how is it if you friend zone a girl, how is she supposed to know? Right? This is what I'm saying,
She
communication.
doesn't have to.
Never mind.
No, because
see, that's we're
okay,
just going
so
in
like
circles.
if we the scenario that you said where we just met, but then let's say that you are talking to somebody, and we're friends, right? And then I find out that you're talking to somebody, even if I want to pursue a relationship with you, I'm gonna step back. That's fine.
But what if
I'm
she's
happy with
talking,
just-
but she's not serious with that person? That's
Doesn't
what
matter.
she's saying.
It
They're
doesn't
just-
matter.
Yeah, I totally understand what he means. It eliminates a lot of complications.
Yeah.
I actually do understand what.
So when you guys go on these dating apps, what do you think you're doing?
Well, so
No,
I'm
no.
not on dating
He's
apps.
not. No, I like. I'm not saying. I understand what he means. I just don't think it's actually feasible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, I understand that. You know, you meet somebody like I don't need to. I don't need to play second fiddle to somebody, nor do I need to be to kind of battle somebody.
Well, it's not really a battle. It's like, isn't it like a talking game when you talk to people?
No,
and
no,
like
no.
try to figure
Battle,
them out?
battle. Me versus that other guy.
But that's the
Like,
thing. It's what if it's not necessarily a battle? She's literally getting to know you, getting to know him, and
I'm just giving it from like what
From
I'm
his
what
perspe-
I'm
oh,
getting
okay.
it from his point
Yeah,
of view.
he's not agreeing with me. He's just smarter than me when it comes to explaining this.
When it comes to the communication
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, it's just that you meet somebody. It's kind of going off. She's cute, whatever, and conversation's great, but she's talking to somebody else. You're not gonna try to complicate that because it gets complicated. Now it becomes you versus him and his time versus your time and all that stuff. And it just you kind of, quite honestly, kind of overthink things.
Yeah.
all right. So
Or you know, what? Here's a
begins.
solution. Here's a solution. If I find out who that guy is, I'm gonna talk to him and I'll be like, "Yo, let's simplify this. All the dates that we go on from now on, she pays for all of them. We'll see who she's invested in more. Stay toxic, kings."
Ooh, good plug.
all right. Well, that was a good episode on ghosting. I think we all had a lot to say and had some fun stories and agreed to disagree, et cetera, et cetera. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
We need to have it where we're right in front of each other
I'm
again.
going
I
to
know.
love watching the comments on this one. It's going to be some fire shit.